Here, so I can see the bars moving on, like, Friday.
Okay.
Hey, transferring everything over to a new computer is fun, guys, and trying to figure shit out.
Oh,
That's most fun.
So in the last 2 days, I've walked like 12 miles playing Pokemon Go.
Hey, that's good exercise.
Yeah. Well, I also did leg day on one of the days, so now my quads are just destroyed. Like, it hurts to put any pressure on my legs at all. But they had like a community day yesterday and today where you could catch a certain Pokemon, a lot of it, and like I went to my college.
Community day.
Yeah, it was an Eevee day, and so you could catch.
That is actually relevant to my interest. Damn it.
Well, it's going on right now from 2 to 5 on the East Coast. It's
Just, Alicia, just get it going in your apartment. You might catch one there.
Yeah.
There are some. I don't know. I'll just live Eevee-less. It's fine.
Part of the community day is they put out the Eevees have a chance of being shiny.
Why would you tell me this?
Alicia,
So
just start
I gotta.
Pokemon Go in your apartment. You might catch one.
Yeah. It's wherever Pokemon show up. That's where Eevees will show up. And if there's a Pokestop, the lures last for 3 hours.
I mean, you're in downtown Calgary. I'm assuming there's a stop somewhere near you.
So they are near, but they're not that near. But there are some.
I mean, the Pokemon might still appear in your apartment.
That's true. They might.
And so I got enough. Like I was out there all day yesterday, or like for like 3.5 hours yesterday, just walking around in the hot sun, catching all these damn Pokemon. And I got enough so I could get a shiny of all the evolutions. Is Danny frozen?
No.
He's just zenning out.
Okay.
I think he's lost interest in this conversation.
Danny.
Oh shit! Never mind. Those are closer than I thought.
If you ever need a job as like, a job, you could go and be one of those statue people out in Santa Monica. You're really good at just staying perfectly still.
I was tuning out the conversation and watching the little green sound bars go across the bottom of the screen as you talked.
I see.
He has a sound
I
fetish.
see. I mean, whatever floats his boat, man.
Alright. It is tweeted, and of course the tweet says I'm playing Halo 3, Day 3.
100%.
Fuck you, cookies.
Wait, I could have a whale nerf? Fuck! Wait,
Yeah, bro.
okay, I'm just gonna be talking about Pokemon for the next couple minutes. I'm just gonna do that.
The sad thing is it's the community day hours go from 2 to 5 on the East Coast, so it's the whole time we're playing D&D.
Well, VC does have a remote app that you can put on your phone. Just saying.
That would drain the battery so hard, though.
Yeah,
Oh
it would.
Lord. VC plus Pokemon Go plus your GPS app running the whole time.
You just get a giant ass battery pack.
I actually have 2 blocks. I used one yesterday.
Yeah, just get like one of those backpack ones.
I'm drinking already.
Danny's still like, I'm not listening. La 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 la.
There's a Pokemon D&D modules.
I know. Actually,
Where-
I think RPG Lab. I think one of their days is a Pokemon game. I could be wrong.
And your character and your Pokemon level.
Yep.
So like your trainer can level, and like I read
it's basically a modified ranger class, I assume.
I think so, yeah. I read like a Tumblr post, and like this person was like, due to the dice gods hating us, we ended up going up against like this It was one of the weather Pokemon. I can't remember its name, but it was like a high level Pokemon, and they eventually were able to
Do you
run
mean
away.
cast form?
No, not cast form. It's one of like the Tornadus. I think it's called Tornadus.
Oh, one of those. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And they went up against it, and it was going to be a TPK, but they were able to get away, and they went from like level 8 trainers to level 35 trainers because of the way the XP works in that game.
Damn.
I was like, damn, that's ridiculous. That's crazy pants, man.
Hey guys, if I ever find music to play for this campaign, I can actually do that now.
Yeah. Roll20 has its own little music.
No, I know, but my previous PC, right now my CPU load is 4% and my GPU load is 0, even though I'm doing all of the encoding with the GPU.
The hosting and
Nice.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
My previous PC, the CPU load by now would be like 50-60%, and the GPU load would be about 50-60%. I'm like, I'm not gonna do any more.
So, something I noticed, and I wanna ask you, Tanya, if this is allowed. So, druids can change their spells each morning.
Yeah.
I have a 1 level of druid, so I can change my chosen 1 level spells. Is that still cool with my 1 level in druid?
It's however many spells you know as a druid.
Okay. And it follows the druid spell list. I'm not gonna take
Yep.
the.
So if you, as a level 1 druid, you know what, 1 or 2
I think
level 1 spells.
I think like 2 spells. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can swap out your 2 druid spells.
Okay. Cool. I'll check and see what they got, but I might just stick with what I have.
I will be right back, and then we'll put our faces live, and we'll get the announcements going. And while I'm gone, you can continue talking about Pokemon and boring the shit out of Danny.
Catch any Pokemon yet, Alicia? You got some Eevees? Okay, so the shiny Eevee will sparkle, and it's also like, so the normal color is brown. This is like a grayish muted color. Yeah, so. But.
You should not have told me about this. I will have no focus this whole time.
My bad. Do you have a Pokestop right on you?
I feel like they might. Wilmer! Sorry.
Do you have a Pokestop? Because you could throw a lure on there and it'll last the whole time. Yeah, sorry. My bad, guys. Have you already done the naming convention for the original?
No, I haven't done it yet. Nope. I'm just catching stuff right now because I'm also catching some Gen 2 stuff that I didn't.
Well, I mean, okay. So for Eevee, it works once, but if you name it Rainer, Pyro, Sparky, Tomato,
the names of the trainers from the
Sakura, yeah, you can force evolve it to evolve to the specific one you got. If you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, get 8 shinies.
I haven't gotten any shinies yet, so I've just caught a couple of Eevees.
Yeah. So, but if you can, 8 shinies, because there are currently 8 evolutions.
Yeah, with the fairy. Fairy is the 8th one, right? Or was it ice? It was either the fairy one or the ice one.
The fairy's the 8th one, because it's Glaceon and Leafeon are in the next gen. They're going to come out next, and then after that, you'll have the fairy. It's either that one or the one after will have the fairy type. But I have them set away.
I don't think there's a steel type yet.
Not yet, but maybe in the next game.
Maybe.
Steelion. Hello, Internet. We are talking about the Pokemon.
Yes, they are.
So I went with half Canadian, half Milwaukeean voice for my Furball Druid. It changes so much. And we one guy came to our second session because he missed the first one, and he's doing like a British accent, and I have to stop myself from falling into the British accent by like resetting myself by saying like, "Oh hey there, how's it going?" to reset myself.
Yep.
Kind of like how sometimes I fall into
Always fun.
Claudia's accent. Yeah.
Or how Alicia has started saying sorry.
Sorry. I wanted my character to sound like the guy from Frozen that runs the shop. That's what I wanted my guy to sound like, but I cannot for the life of me imitate that freaking voice, and it frustrates me so much. What was I gonna say? Speaking of like the resetting, like finding a phrase to reset yourself, on Rick and Morty, whenever he switches over, because it's one guy doing Rick and Morty's voice. Whenever it's just a scene of the two of them, in order to switch voices, he always like that's the reason why he says "Aw, geez, Rick." That's his cue phrase to train he's trained his brain to immediately go into Morty's voice on that cue, and he either does a burp or he says Morty's name in order to cue his brain into Rick's voice.
You know, it seems like it would just be easier to record all of the phrases for all the conversation, half the conversation for one character, and then they'll record the other half for the other character, and then they'll let the sound guys deal with where they go.
I don't know. I
It sounds more natural to do it back and forth, though.
But not if they're trying to talk at the same time.
They're not
Good
talking.
fucking
That's
luck
what
with
you're
that.
saying. Like you're switching. But well, yeah. If they're talking at the same time, obviously they're going to do that. But if it is a literal this
Back
line,
and
this
forth.
line, then
Yeah.
it's better to just do it in one go.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's just what I read. So that was pretty interesting. Interesting.
Alrighty.
Where did we leave off last time?
Things happened.
Yeah. We killed.
Very specific.
We killed the creature
Yeah.
last game.
Let's go ahead and do the announcements. And let people. I posted in chat the giveaway link and the Twitter link to the images of one of the items that's going to be in the box. It will in fact be in the box, not just pictures of it. The actual item will be in the box. I just don't. I don't want to open it up and show it because it's got. Oh shit! what
Mailing
color did he
information.
say? No. It's got an oil on it. He didn't varnish it. He oiled it. And I don't want to wash my hands immediately afterwards.
I gotcha.
So, there's pictures of that it'll wear off eventually, or it'll rub down eventually. But it's there to make it all baby smooth.
It'll rub down, huh?
Yeah. You gotta eventually, if you rub the wood long enough, the lubricant will wear off. And I broke Danny.
Out of the chute.
Danny, you Friday night. That's all we fucking did for like 3 goddamn hours, just wood jokes.
I don't know what spells to take. Some are really good for trolling, like Arcane Lock. Just start locking Danny in his room.
That would be amusing. So
Or recall.
All tabletop RPGs in my channel are run for charity. If you'd like to donate to this month's charity, this month, I think we're going through September. I can't read the little thing.
I think that was the plan, yeah.
No, October. It goes through October. Hey, Otis. Goes through October. It is Toys for Tots. You can scroll down the panels below and click on the Click Here section for them. It'll take you over to Tiltify. the announcements do. I mean, the notifications do work. I don't always stare at the stream though, because I'm staring at all kinds of other shit. So if you do donate, say something in chat, and somebody will hopefully let me know that that's been done. Or I'll catch it eventually, and we'll get your purchases for the characters taken care of. That's all I got for me. Not a whole lot of announcements for me this week. So tell us who you are and who you're playing, Anisha.
Hello, I am Energy 9. I play Claudio Vingard. And also an NPC that the party will encounter again soon.
Oh shit, I forgot that's gonna happen. Oh no. Oh no. I forgot about that shit. Oh, we didn't even recover his sword either.
Nancy.
I'm Nancy. Nancy, I play Rakal, a dwarf, a female dwarf that is along basically to help out.
Jeff.
Hello, I play Basil Timbers. He is a gnome artificer, and he, loves being a pain in the ass.
And Danny.
And I am playing Kultash Karn, the half-orc paladin, who said right at the end last time that he was going to go down and try and get the sword before we left.
We're not back to the keep yet. We're still,
Yeah, I mean, we're still camped by the lake.
Yeah, the sword is where you first encountered the creature.
Right.
You did. I think you did say you were gonna try and go back down and get its head, though.
Yeah.
That too.
Well, we already did that, and we took the head back to the town.
No, you wanted to take the head with you, and you had to drop it when we got up on shore.
Oh, right, because of that. Yeah, because I was going to go down and get, but then we're going to go back to the town, and then we need to recover the sword.
Yep. So you guys camped out. You camped where you ended up with your final fight with the creature. You got the torso of Samuel. You got his I think it's a glaive. Halberd. You have his other weapon.
Yeah.
Right, whatever that was.
I think it was a halberd. I have to look at a sheet, but I'm pretty sure it was a halberd.
It was the halberd.
Okay. You got that, and you Koltash end up having to leave the head at the entrance to the cave because I think he rolled really friggin' low on his. Yeah, he rolled a natural 1 on his athletics to swim up. So the following morning you wake, Koltash wants to go down and try to retrieve the head. Getting down to the cave mouth is pretty simple, but now you're swimming up, toting a head with you. Let me go ahead and make your athletics check for the getting back up to the surface. Much easier this time, because you're not carrying a torso, a halberd, and a head. So yeah, you emerge, and bring the head up on land. It's a big fucking head. It's probably about as tall as you are, Koltash.
Well, it's got to be done, so...
Yep. So... Who is carrying what as you head back towards town?
I'll put his other sword, or I'll ask, if we can put the other sword in the bag of holding that I have. Yeah.
Okay.
Should fit in there fine.
Yep, that'll fit in the bag of holding just fine.
I'll add that to my thing.
I mean, Alistair can help Koltash drag the head.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm dealing with the head.
Yep. and the torso. I mean, it's not a, it's just a human-sized torso, but it's a torso and a head. So.
I mean, the torso might fit in the bag of holding.
It is a bag of holding that Basil is carrying.
Yeah.
It's you're not gonna shove that into that little bag of holding.
Okay.
McCall can help carry the body.
The shoulders are wider than the mouth of the bag. Okay. So Alistair and Koltesh, kind of on either side of the head. I'm assuming you make some sort of stretcher type thing, maybe?
Sure.
Okay.
Some kind of, like, if you were dragging somebody on the ground that was injured.
Or like the moving ropes where you have it around your neck and it's underneath.
I don't know about that. I
A
mean,
cart made of coconuts.
A cart made of coconuts? Yeah, you can probably find something to make a semi-stretcher out of. You've probably got enough material on you as far as rope goes and pull weapons that could be used to make a stretcher type thing for this head, so you're not, like, sticking your hands in it.
yeah.
Unless you want to.
Not really.
Okay.
So we head back to the fishing village.
Yep, and Recall is carrying the torso. I kind of imagine Recall carrying it with, like, how football players carry their pads, just, like, arms through the neck of the armor.
Works for me.
Just how I envisioned this. So you make your way, and it is slow going because it is a heavy head. It takes you the better part of the day. You start morning and you get back to the fishing village probably late evening, just before nightfall. And you are toting this head with you. What would you guys like to do when you arrive back at the village?
Well, I think we
Put
want
the body
to
down.
Inform the people of the village. Hey, look, it's dead.
Alright, so you make your way to the tavern, which is where everybody seems to gather after a working day of fishing off some docks. And you can't get the head through the door.
Well, we wouldn't try and take it inside.
I don't know, Basil might be like, let's do this!
I mean, Basil's
not the one carrying it.
Basil's following Koltash's lead.
Okay. Hey, Miss Adventure. So you get it there, and you go into the tavern, and you announce that, hey, we've killed the beast.
Yes.
Okay. Couple of the old fishermen kind of give you a weird oh really stink eye looking look. So yeah, you say you killed a monster, did ya?
Yeah, we've got the head outside.
And this crotchety old fisherman gets up. Actually, the Recall recognizes this fisherman as the one who threw the 2 gold in the lake. Gets up, walks outside, and doesn't even have to walk outside. He just walks the door and looks out, and there meeting his gaze is the snout of this creature, and he squeals for a moment, and pretty spry for an old fucker jumps back, and then slowly makes his way to the door again and kind of peeks out and realizes there's no body attached to the head. And I guess you killed it. Yes, it's
Well, that's what I said.
good bully for you.
So just so you know, you don't have to worry about going out on the lake anymore.
Couple of the older ones kind of like scoff at this because they're old and they've lived with this their entire lives. A few of the younger ones kind of glance over at you and give it a little nod of their head and a look of appreciation in their eyes. They look like they probably will go out on a lake at some point, maybe not immediately, because their boats are shitty right now. But at some point, they'll make their way back out on the lake. Anything else you'd like to do?
Not me. Anybody else? Then we'll move on around to where we know roughly where the sword was dropped.
Okay. Alright, it's just a little bit to the southwest of town. You get there, it's pretty dark out right now. Would you like to make a camp and fetch it in the morning?
Yes, that's probably the best idea.
Okay. So you make your camp. And when morning comes, you can hear, you're not too far from town, you can hear, like, the sounds of mild construction. And you assume that it is, like, maybe some boat repairs getting started. Who's going to go diving for the sword?
Well, I figured I would.
Okay. Are you going to wear your armor while you do this?
Well, I guess not.
Okay.
Because it's plate. Although it's magical
Yeah.
plate, but it's plate.
I think it's still... I think even its magical plate, it still imposes disadvantage on certain checks, and I think swimming is one of them.
Probably.
So you strip off your armor.
Do you want haste at swimming?
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Then you got it.
Haste lasts for how long?
A minute, so I do it right before he went in, but I
Okay.
figure he's not going to tarry trying to swim down anyway.
Yeah. Okay. You alright, you strip off your armor. Right before you dive in, Claudia casts hastes, and you boop into the water. And begin swimming fast and furiously down. Make a swim check for every 60. Well, it'd be 30 feet because it's half movement.
What am I rolling for that?
It's in athletics.
So he's at 60, because he's using nothing but his action, and haste doubles your movement, so it is 60.
Okay. Alright. You go down 60 feet. And it is dark. Alright, you're now down 120 feet. And then 180 feet. You keep going. This is a deep fucking lake. And Samuel was out about 30 to somewhere between 30 to 60 feet away from the shoreline. So you continue swimming down on where you think this sword fell. see here. A minute's what, 10 rounds?
Yes.
Okay. And it's 60 feet per round. Okay. It takes you what feels like 40-ish seconds with this added speed to get down to the bottom of the lake, or at least an area where you can feel something under you. And you look around, and there's no light down here. So even with your dark vision, everything's in shades of gray. You are feeling around for the greatsword. Make an investigation check. You look around for what feels like an eternity, because you're underwater, you're holding your breath. What's your constitution mod, by the way?
3.
Okay. So you're okay. Your lungs aren't burning quite yet. But you want to breathe. At this point, you really, really, really want to take a breath. And you're feeling around, and you can sense that almost a minute has gone by. Make another investigation check. You know, because you got a natural 20 on your advantage, make a dexterity saving throw too, just for shiggles. Okay. You are feeling around in not really sediment. There is some sediment at the bottom, but it's mostly rocky.
More like
jagged.
gravel.
Gravel, yeah. It's a little gravelly, but there's a little bit of dirt and sediment there from years and years of rainfall and shit. And you're feeling around in it, and your unarmored hand now brushes up against something very sharp, and you go to pull away, but are not quick enough, and you have a gash along the top of your hand, where you found the greatsword the hard way. At this point in time,
I'm presuming I take some kind of damage?
Sure, you'll take 2 points of damage. You just glanced up against it.
Then I will carefully move my hand along the flat of it to find the hilt, and then start swimming up as fast as I can.
Alright, well, as you carefully move your hand along it to find the hilt, it's about that minute mark. And as your hand grasps around the hilt, you can feel the haste drop.
Oh no!
And
Now that means which means
he's
for
stunned
6
for a round.
seconds.
Yeah, he's stunned for a
that.
round. Your body locks up, and make a wisdom saving throw for me. Okay. You have enough common sense knowledge to that you know what's happening, so you're not shocked by it, and you don't inhale sharply with this being locked up and frozen for the briefest of moments under the water. But it is now going to take you longer to get to the surface. Make your athletics checks to go up. It's gonna be, yeah. All right.
Thanks.
30 feet. 30 feet. 30 feet. 30 feet. You are trying very hard to get anywhere. Somehow there is a current under the water, and you are not able to make it the next 30 feet. 30. Again, you're not sure if it's a muscle cramping because the haste wearing off and your muscles locked for a moment, but you're not able to get that 30 feet. Alright. Okay. Not quite. You're now hitting the... Okay. You're now hitting the 2-minute mark. Your lungs are beginning to burn. You can feel it. Give me like 3 more. Alright. Right about the point where you desperately want to take a breath. You can see the light above you. Give me 3 more. You're attacked by a dog under the water.
Ginger.
God knows where it came from.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. You finally reached a point where there's light and you're not relying on your dark vision. And you release an air bubble from your mouth, knowing that eventually you're going to break surface. And just before you do, you want to inhale and open your mouth, and you do in anticipation. You suck in a little water, but it's accompanied by a mouthful of air as well.
I tread water for a moment, coughing.
You do.
And then head for shore.
You guys watch as a painstakingly long 2.5 minutes go by. With Koltash breaking water, or breaking the surface at the end, and begins sputtering and coughing before he makes his way to shore, toting along a greatsword.
A saw.
You found it.
Yep.
Do you need help? You feeling okay? You look a little tired.
I'm good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, does he not have a level of exhaustion too because of the haste wearing off?
It doesn't give
No,
you
okay.
exhaustion.
Exhaustion's not a part of it. You just can't take actions for the round.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
That's why I have it in front of me.
Yeah, he looks a little weary. Like he just did a marathon or some shit.
So I swing.
He's either
And
frozen or thinking again.
He's frozen.
There he is. Nope.
Nope, he's... Now he's back.
Now he's back. I apologize for the dog barks. My roommate's getting
You're-
ready for the
You're
jazz
back,
game.
Danny, and all I heard was wee.
Oh.
You froze, and then
Right,
fast forward
right.
through everything.
I swing the sword up onto the land and then get out.
Okay. what would you guys like to do? Now that you have sword, halberd, torso. Are you still carrying the head, or did you leave that in the village?
We left that in the village.
Okay, great. The village is gonna smell even worse.
Oh, they can make something out of that. They can use it for stew.
Did we ever get that chest open?
Nope, you did not.
Yeah, we have that chest too.
Which I guess Claudia's carrying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Raquel would like to do something because this body is starting to smell.
We could probably go see a cleric, if possible. Perhaps before we see Benjorna. You know? Maybe Samuel won't rat out on us.
Well, Samuel won't tell anybody anything right now will he?
Yeah, but when he comes back to life, that might be a different story.
Because that's
Well-
going to go over real well with Alaris. He's so pro necromancy.
Oh, yeah. Totally. Well, you don't have to come.
Well, is it possible?
I mean, Claudia didn't say that. That was Alicia.
Oh, okay.
We can go back
No accent.
to Nicopolis and
Toady got a corpse? Yeah. That'll go over well.
go to my temple.
I'm down for that. I don't really want to meet Benjorna while her husband's still dead. So, we need to use a teleporter, right?
To get to Nicopolis, yeah, we need to. Sorry. To get to Nicopolis, yes, we will need a circle of some kind.
Do you think the people at the teleporting place will get us out to Benjorna?
We don't have an option.
True. And I can't do any teleportation spells, so I guess that's our only path now. So I guess that's where we head. What time of day is it? Is it still early morning?
Still morning.
Okay. I guess we'll head
mean-
off to the...
The longest part of that whole getting the sword was removing and putting the armor back on.
I guess we'll head over to the teleportation circle to go back to Nicopolis.
So you guys begin heading towards the farmstead between Claudiopolis and the temples. And it takes you a few days. It's not a quick jaunt. And when you get there, still toting Samuel's torso, which now is pretty ripe.
Anybody got gentle repose? No?
Hold on, let me see if,
It's not a paladin thing.
I don't think it's a druid thing either.
Well, I was gonna see if I could use druid crap to kind of make the body smell more like flowers instead of decomposing corpse. Because it says you can create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect, such as falling leaves, a puff of wind, the sound of a small enemy, or the faint odor of a skunk. So if I can make the odor of a skunk, could I make a faint odor of like wildflowers?
Sure.
And I would just basically be continuously casting that cantrip, just standing next to her call the whole time, and just like, just boop, boop,
The lovely potpourri.
the whole time.
Do you change the scent like vanilla, lavender?
Yeah, it's a new scent each time. I'm
It's
just,
not sandalwood.
just cycling through. Mahogany.
Cedar.
Yeah. Definitely like some cedar chips or something.
Okay.
Make the...
Lasagna.
Lasagna. Oh no, no! Make somebody hungry as the passing corpse goes by. Oh no! Oh, that'd be so
Yeah, you
bad.
get you do get a few weird looks on the road too, by the way, because she's literally toting the torso of a corpse.
Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see.
What's the matter?
Just
Ever
a
seen
dwarf.
a dwarf hauling a dead body before? What's the problem?
Just a
It's a
dwarf.
theater prop. A theater prop.
Just a dwarf, a gnome, and their headless friend. Nothing to see. They
Okay.
just wanted a facelift. Lifted right off.
So you get back to the farmstead and knock on the door, and I still can't remember this woman's name.
Sally.
Phyllis.
Stiller.
No, it begins with an E. I have it written down somewhere.
Evelyn? Emily?
Elaine.
Evie.
Esther.
Elowin.
Elowen.
Thank you.
I was told it's going to be my
Ellen.
next guess.
Yeah, totally.
Answers.
Me too.
Answer the door and where's Samuel?
He said he was going to meet us there the long way round.
Coltash involuntarily looks at the corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she glances at Recall and recognizes the armor.
He left his armor with this guy.
You're not going back to the keep with that, are you?
No.
We kind of need to go to
Nicopolis.
Nicopolis.
First.
Stum.
Okay.
Unless you are aware of some place with divine magic that is closer.
I mean, there's divine magic casters everywhere, but you're not going to find a divine magic caster that's going to want to defy a god.
Well, that's...
And my teleportation will only take you to the keep.
Fuck.
You're not too far from Claudiopolis. If you head there and ask around discreetly, you might find somebody willing to help. Because I'm not sending that back to Miss Benjorna.
So resurrection is a bad form of magic?
It counts as necromancy.
Fuck.
Is there any place that we can house the body while we do our discreet looking?
There's a shed out back.
That'll work.
Yeah, the body's gonna be a little messy, but
She's about to say, it looks like it's gotten a bit ripe.
It's Randy.
Yes, I have no way to preserve it, unfortunately.
yeah,
Unless you have cold storage around here somewhere.
we could make it into jerky.
I think it's a bit late.
How is that going to help?
It would preserve it. As long as the flesh is there, it can be brought back, I think. I don't know.
Considering the state of the body, we might need reincarnation entirely.
Mm.
But you say with discretion we might find someone in Claudiopolis?
I'm sorry, what?
I was saying, like, with discretion. She's asking, with discretion, we could find someone in Claudiopolis. That's what E-Lady is saying?
Yes.
Okay, then our course is set. We will leave Samuel in the shed and try and find a way to fix this.
So I guess we do that.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. Oof. So you,
Also, hi, Debar. Sorry, didn't see you.
you place Samuel's torso in the shed behind the house and begin making your way to Claudiopolis. It's about a day's trip from the farmstead to the city. And when you arrive, the layout is reminiscent of Nicopolis. It's a very large metropolitan area. When you arrive there, what would you like to do?
I guess we're looking for discretion, so I guess we go to the bad side of town?
Okay.
I don't know, hang out around the back of a temple? Get.
The bad side of the temple.
Every temple's got a backside.
Koltash may not be the smartest, but he's learned enough over the time that he's been together with this group that he may not be the most discreet person.
Yeah, you're kind of shiny. I mean, you can...
So he's gonna look for his temple and go pray for a while.
There we go.
Okay. Okay. You do find a temple to Sodar. It's not difficult. There is an entire temple district, just like there is with Nicopolis and any of the other major cities that you've been in, which hasn't been many, surprisingly. What is the rest of the group doing while Koltash prays?
Discretion. I mean, I don't know. Talk to a man about a dog.
I mean, I may have lived in a seedy part of town, but I don't know where to find seedy magicians or clerics.
And Claudia's sort of high class, so she's not really used to dealing with that either. Like mercs, she gets that she can understand. And I was like, I don't know. A couple heads around, see what shakes out.
Oh, now don't you wish you had your extraordinary investigator?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Oh, come on. You know you want your extraordinary investigator.
One, we never had an extraordinary investigator. We had a super very qualified investigator. Thank you very much. If you're gonna do it right.
Well, fine then. What do y'all? I want to know what you're doing. Because right now you guys are just standing at the gate. I mean, other than Koltash has already walked off and looked for a temple in a temple district. The rest of you are just kind of like standing around.
Maybe we could go to the seedy parts of town and see if they know of any clerics. You're muted, Alicia.
I said, let's go to the seedy part of town and hope we don't get jumped. Hide your valuables. Tuck in the necklace.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I make myself look shabbier.
Make an investigation check for me, please.
All of us, or whom?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
not
all
Okay.
y'all looking.
I got nothing.
Okay. Claudia, while you're not real familiar with the seedier parts of town, you recognize them as definitely not the wealthy parts of town.
There we go. Like,
And
I
you,
smell a distinct lack of money here.
pretty much. And you follow the folks that look like you wouldn't want to be anywhere near them for an extended period of time.
That works.
Into an area of the city that is run down. The buildings are a little bit ramshackle, and some of them straight up falling apart. Now that you're here, what do you want to do?
I guess start looking for... I don't know. Magic people? Anybody on the corner shilling like, hey, I got the goods, something or other. I don't know.
You begin.
I mean, I guess we could call out, who wants to defy a god, but I don't feel like that's not going to go very well.
You kind of begin walking around. Also, yes, Samuel might be a ghost. Yeah, probably.
There are no ghosts!
Toad's ghost,
you,
Samuel.
You begin walking around. Make a perception check for me. All three of you.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Sure.
1.
Alright.
Oh, Nancy, perception, not investigation.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong one.
I'm
that
assuming
was
that would be
horrible.
different for you.
Perception. There we go.
Still bad.
Yeah.
And actually, it wasn't a different modifier.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eyes open. I'm keeping my eyes open in this area, knowing where I used to live and the types of people that used to live around me.
Claudia and Basil. The three of you are walking through this this area, just keeping your eye out to see if there's anybody that might be shifty, willing that maybe knows somebody. It's hard to tell because you're not familiar with the area. But Claudia and Basil, you can smell this individual before you see them.
Oh.
It is the unmistakable smell of urine and feces. Coming up behind you, and stumbles into Recall.
Oh.
And then the smell, the wall of stench hits you, Recall.
Oh.
And it's a thin, barely clothed, like the clothing that he's wearing is torn and just shabby, filthy, and after he bumps into you, he places his hands on his shoulders and looks at you and kind of, he's not much taller than you are.
Okay.
And he looks at you, and you can see the brown and rot in his teeth. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to spare some change.
Oh. Sure. So I'll give him some change.
Okay. How much are you gonna give him?
I'm gonna give him a gold because he could really use that.
Alright. He holds his hand out as you're going through your coin purse.
Trying to be very subtle about it, though.
You and the subtle money giving.
Well, I think maybe she's saying she's trying to be subtle about where your purse is.
Where my purse is, yeah. Exactly.
Oh yeah, okay.
So yeah, so I go ahead and give him one.
After she gives him the gold, I'll be like, well, hold on a minute. We're looking for an individual who might be inclined to help us bring our friend back.
So Recall hands in the gold and his fingers close over it, and Basilin asks this, and you bring your friend back. What do you mean bring your friend back? Where'd your friend go?
He is no longer alive.
Yeah, he
I'm whispering. I'm saying this low.
As he's asking that, he like turns and sits down, so he's eye level with you. And I don't know how close you are, but the breath is horrid.
I'm casting the druid craft spell in front of my nose the whole time.
Valid.
Since he turned away from you, Recall, make a perception check.
Okay.
He's really a police in disguise.
No. When he turns away and faces Basil and sits down, he's now at a lower level than you, and you can see faint movement in his hair.
Oh.
God, you're gonna.
He has friends.
I imagine Claudia's like forced polite smile is like snapped onto her face, and she's like just barely keeping herself from trying to press this hesitation. Like her hands keep twitching. She doesn't do it. She knows how rude it is. So yeah, it's like twitching behind her back. Like, don't do it. Don't do it.
Your friend is dead.
Mostly.
So Recall behind him says mostly when he asks your friend is dead. But what? He's either dead or he's not.
Well, he's dead. We need him to come back, or we will die.
That's a
You're
task indeed.
Muted again.
No, that was on purpose. Muted.
Oh, okay.
That is a task indeed.
Yes, and we need to be.
What would you be willing to do to bring your friend back?
Pay money? I don't know.
What do you have in mind?
What's necessary?
He shifts himself so he's not facing just Basil anymore. He's kind of like sitting. Shifts himself so he turns around so he's facing the entire group now. But I might know a man willing to do whatever it takes to bring your friend back. But he doesn't come cheap.
What is his price?
Depends what he wants this week.
Oh. Well, I think we need to meet this individual. How would we go about meeting him? Can you arrange that?
I think I can, yes. Give me a second. Mark that page. Oh my god, seriously, these names, what the fuck? Fantasy name generator, come on! The Fluffy Pants?
That's his name. That is his name, 100%. Nope, you gotta go with it. That the generator has spoken.
The Fluffy Pants.
Fluffy pants.
Okay, I like this one. I like this one because of what this guy has.
I will call him nothing but the Fluffy Pants out of character.
You come to this area town tomorrow. Say past dinner time. And ask for the secret flea pub.
And ask for the secret flea club or
Yeah,
pub?
pub. The
Pub,
secret
okay.
flea pub. I'll tell him who you are or describe you and he'll find you.
Okay.
Okay. Do we? Okay, he'll find us. All right.
And once he says that, pretty spry for a scrawny, skinny, emaciated dude, like gets up and does the weird like hobble away as quick as he can. Almost like he's been riding a horse way too fucking long. So what would you three like to do?
What time of day is it now?
It's probably around noon.
So we have some time to kill.
Yep, you do.
We should probably leave this area.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. Before anything of ours is
No,
stolen.
you guys are fine. Jesus.
Nope, we're leaving.
Definitely leaving.
Alright, you guys scurry away and leave the area of town where you are currently at. Are you gonna go look for Coltash, or...
Yes, actually, just to if only just to update him to make sure, like, hey, we made what we think is a contact, just so he knows.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
you find Coltash in the Temple of Sodar.
Okay.
Take it
Well,
away.
if Koltesh, are you still in prayer or?
How long has this all lasted?
I would say they probably took about an hour-ish to do all this.
Oh, well then, yeah, he's probably done praying and he's probably doing what he would normally do back in Masanos would be just like, okay, well, I gotta earn my keep, so he'd probably be like, doing some cleaning, sweeping the vestibule.
Okay.
Stacking the weapons.
I mean, how this interaction goes will depend on whether you have a broom in your hand or a sword in your hand. I'm just saying. That will change how this conversation goes.
Probably a broom.
All right, good to know. So imagine we walk up, and Claudia will just kind of pause for a second. The temple put you to work?
Well, yeah, I was done with my prayers, and that's what we do.
Aren't you worried about getting your armor dusty?
Well, I mean, it's already dusty from the road, so I'll be polishing it tonight.
I suppose that makes sense. We wanted to let you know that we have made contact with the middleman, as it were. And hopefully later tonight we will meet the person who will help us for a price. One which has not been named.
Oh. Do we have a place to stay for tonight?
No, we do not.
Nope.
That has not been secured yet.
Maybe we should do that.
We can.
And should I come along, or...
I don't know, we're going to have to go. I think we're still supposed to be discreet at this point, so perhaps not?
Okay.
But I will
That'll
make sure
give me more
to-
time to polish my armor.
Sure thing. We will secure our accommodations, I will tell you where we stay, and I will make sure you know where to go.
Well, I'm pretty much done here. I can come along.
Okay.
There you go. It's always security in number. So,
So I
Sure.
follow.
Alright.
I follow Claudia.
We're off to find a mid-range inn.
The mid-range inn. There's a couple inns like right outside the Temple District, where pilgrims would be staying. They are not too. They're priced pretty decently.
Okay.
You know, the
Yeah.
the Econo Lodge equivalents.
A La
Alright.
Quinta and a Holiday Inn Express.
Yeah.
I've stayed with some fairly nice Holiday Inn Expresses, honestly. Some not so much, but some were fun. Some were great.
But it's not
Yeah.
Motel 6.
No. No, it is not. Flashback. Anyway, we go stay at Econo Holiday Express.
get the third night free.
All right. So you guys spend the night at a not too shabby inn. I think I'll range you. I think a silver a night.
Okay.
It's not too bad. Food not included.
Fair. I will mark off the one for me and Alistair. You three, figure it out.
It's one gold a night, you said?
Silver.
Oh.
Sure, one golden night.
Yes, Basil. It's 1 gold a night. Quickly, give me your gold, and I'll go pay for everybody. Okay. So you guys spend the night. Probably getting yourself something.
What? Sorry. Just have to read chat. Yes, continue. No, please continue.
There's a book in the room, but it's
Oh,
chained to
come
the wall.
on! Not even trying. Not even trying.
It was humorous.
We eat the food.
Amused. Yep, you eat the food. You go about. Is it just small? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out something for you to do. Because if you'd have just gone back, Benjorn was just gonna probably kill you all.
Man, that would be the end of our game.
Yeah. For now, anyway. So talk amongst yourselves while I figure out what y'all are gonna do.
How many EVs you caught?
Oh, fuck, I forgot. I was actually playing the game for once. Oh, come on! That's not fair.
Yeah. If Bjorna had killed us, would we have had to roll new characters?
Well, technically our souls would still be in the gym, so somebody would have had to try and bargain with Waris on our behalf to give us bodies back, since our souls would not have actually gone to him.
Did Samuel have the
Except
gem
Recall would
too?
be dead. No, he did not, apparently.
Damn you, Samuel.
Why are none of you shiny, you assholes? Sorry, I'm not playing Pokemon.
Should have gave that shit to Samuel, man. Giving him one of those freaking necklaces.
But yes, I'm trying to think in character. Well, I'm trying to think what is next on our agenda besides, provided we don't die. What is next on our agenda?
We need to open up that box, man.
Oh, that's true. Yes, we do need to get that box open.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
Is anybody trained in Arcana?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Wait, hold on.
I'm most certainly
Yes,
trained in Arcana.
yes.
Do you need us to make a check?
I mean, I have Identify and Detect Magic, but
Okay.
it's just a magic box last time I checked.
I have
So the
Identify
box-
as well.
The box is, now that you have it out and you've got a chance to look at it, is covered in colored panels, arcane symbols, sliding panels, hinges, and small doors. Yeah, make an Arcana check for the person who is looking at it.
I can look, or somebody I can assist.
I got
Alright.
19.
19! It sure is a magical box.
Well, I we have to roll. Oh, great. That doesn't bode well.
Can I use?
I was gonna use a
Can I use an Identify spell on this?
You could,
Okay.
but
Oh,
I will tell you this before you waste your spell slot. I am not gonna reveal
okay.
what is required to open this box with an Identify spell. It's just gonna tell you it's a magical box.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a magical puzzle box.
Sounds like it.
Danny. I will use a nat 20 on Arcana to determine perhaps which puzzle to start with. Where's kind of the starting point of solving this magical box. So that puts me at a 25.
Right.
Oh, actually, something else, maybe. Let's see. Hang on.
Alright, the puzzle boxes are an old wizard trick used to safeguard important items. These boxes contain a non-dimensional space, much like a bag of holding.
Fuck yes.
You know that breaking the box will destroy the link, and you'll lose the item.
Oh,
So the only way to access its contents is to solve the puzzle. These puzzles are not intended to be solved, and so are fiendishly difficult to crack without knowing the trick.
Being an artificer who creates magical items on a regular basis, would I have advantage on solving?
Sure.
And what would I roll to solve? Intelligence?
That would be a straight intelligence check.
20.
20. You fidget and fiddle with this box, and you slide one of the panels over, and you hear a faint click from inside. It's still not unlocked.
Okay. I'm going to just keep. I'm going to be focusing on trying to unlock this box.
Okay.
I'll roll another intelligence roll. No! Well, I have advantage, so another 20. No? Not unlocked yet? Am I
Nope.
making...
No. You don't feel like you made any progress. The DC gets higher every time you succeed.
Fuck. Fucking tits. I'm not wasting all 8 of my nat 20s on this bullshit. Because it's only going to put it at...
You have 8 of them!
Yeah, but it's only going to put it at 22! The DC gets higher every time! The highest I can go is 22. It literally can't go any higher.
Maybe get somebody smarter to work on that box.
Is anybody else smarter than me? I have a 14 intelligence.
I have a 16, but that only gets us one more point.
Yeah. Fuck.
No one's rocking a 22 on an in over here.
Oh shit. Yeah, we need like a 20
I got
intelligence.
a 12. Yeah.
It's not gonna do that.
We can't smash it open.
Nope, tried that.
Oh, if we had to dispel... No, if we dispel magic, I think that's the same as breaking the box.
It would break the link.
Yeah. Balls. If
Oh.
I'm going to go out and look for a wizard shop, a magic shop.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Motherfucker.
Nope. You don't find
For
nothing.
some odd reason, you can't seem to find a wizard shop at all, anywhere.
I come back and I go, can somebody help me find a wizard shop? This place is confusing.
Yeah, well, I suppose.
And I'm tiny. And I can't read the signs. They're too high up.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I'm grumpy now because I couldn't find it on my own, so that's why I'm making excuses.
Yeah.
You get a pat on the head, simmer down. Claudia will go to find a wizard shop with you.
A magic shop, yes. We need to find
Okay.
somebody that knows these things and could possibly help us open them.
Now, yeah, because I was going to say I could try my bardic song of unmaking, but I think that would destroy the box. So,
I think that sounds like
I don't
a
wanna
destroy
do it.
thing.
Yeah.
so I'm going to go with I'm gonna go with Basil because I'm also interested in looking for some potions and stuff.
Junarth, or Koltesh, are you coming with?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna
Nah.
polish my armor. It's pretty dirty.
Go and
Yeah.
polish your armor.
You're a little dusty boy right now, aren't you? Dusty boy. Do-do-do. Alright, with assistance, I guess a 15, because the three of us are looking.
Okay. You do find a shop that sells magical wares.
We go in.
Okay.
Ding, ding.
As you enter the shop, there is a faint like bell sound as the door opens.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
And as you look up, there's no bell.
Oh, oh, clever.
And an older gentleman behind the counter turns away from what he was doing, glances at you, and yes, how can I help you?
Yes, we found this item at the bottom of a lake, and we've tried to open it ourselves, but it seems to be magically locked, and we would see if we could perhaps get your assistance.
Takes a moment and looks at the box.
This is my box. Where did you find it?
I left it with my pet water snake to God. What happened to Clarence?
Starts to cry.
Ah! He grew up so big, and you killed him in the prime of his life. Fuck.
He rolled shit. You I don't recognize the box. What type of box it is. It's very strange. It's quite. Are you sure it's not a child's toy?
Yes, we've already casted identify on it and established that it's a magician's magic box that's linked to an extra dimensional space holding something. But it's full of puzzles. I've managed to solve one puzzle, and I'll point out the side that I've solved already. But it is quite difficult.
Well, I suppose if you would like to leave the box with me, I can see what I can do.
We're in the better part of town, right?
Yeah,
We're in the middling part of town.
you're in an okay part of town.
I'm going. Could I insight to see if we could trust him?
That's a valid question.
Alright, you could.
So that's actually a 15, but that's not
19.
higher.
19.
Yeah, he seems like he's
Legit.
a stand-up person.
If we left it with you, how long do you think it would take for you to solve it?
Well, I can't make any guarantees, and, things of this nature are mystical, so to say. I don't know.
Fair enough. Is there any catch here? Do you require any payment of service or trading of goods?
Well, normally, yes, I do. And I will. I'm more curious to see what's in it first.
You wish to set the price based upon what is inside it.
Or if there's more than one item, perhaps take an item.
If perhaps there's only one item in there and we wish to lay claim to it, would you take the box as payment?
It's a possibility.
As it seems to be quite a good safe for a wizard.
It is indeed. Yes, I'll take the box as payment.
Is that okay with everybody else?
Claudia will nod.
Recall nods.
Okay. I think we'll be in town for a few days. Hopefully that will be all the time it takes. But we leave it in your hands.
Okay.
And what is your name?
God damn it.
Wizard guy
Damn
number
you!
1.
Wizard dude 1.
Yeah, I was like, I already have a bag of holding that has an extra dimensional space. I don't really need the box, but maybe you guys might have wanted it, but
No, Claudia didn't want the box.
I figured it,
What am I gonna do? Have Alistair
great.
carry it for
This is
me?
gonna be great.
right? Yeah. And if I stuck that in my, I think if I stuck that
Oh
in
no,
my
yeah.
bag of
If
holding,
you
we'd
do
be
the
going
dimension
to
and dimension, they both go boom.
yeah, we'd be going to the freaking astral plane.
Be out of this world, yo.
I mean, we could use that as a weapon.
I mean, sure, but no.
My dragon could drop could attach the bag, and I could go and slam dunk it in, and I'd be like, peace! And take
Yeah.
the
Is there any
bad guy
sort of
with me.
claim ticket reward, claim ticket thing here? Like, do we get a magical thingy?
Yes,
Like, yes.
yes. Could
He tells you his name is Lyric.
Lyric the Wizard.
Yay, hippie names.
Alright. How do you spell the name? Lyric?
Lyric.
Okay.
Yep. There you go.
I will ask for a receipt of some sort.
Okay. He pulls out a piece of parchment. Just a little slip of parchment, and writes on it that what's your name, son?
My name is Basil. Timbers.
And basically writes on it that he is working on and holding one magical box for Basil Timbers. Contents to be determined.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'll sign it. He signs it. And all right, cool. Now we have a receipt. Sweet. Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you. Recall, did you have purchases you needed to make?
Yes, I was curious if you had any like health potions, that sort of thing. Potions of health or dexterity, any of those?
I do indeed.
And what would the cost for such a thing?
Health potions run 50 gold apiece for the basic.
Oh, okay.
Do you need assistance, Recall?
I don't think so. Let me see.
In purchasing them.
Let me check. Trying to remember how much gold I have. Well, yes, but that's okay. I'm good.
No. Here. I pull off of my robe of useful items off my robe a lavender patch, with a upside down smiley face on it, and I put it in her hand, and a bag of gold appears.
Oh,
and it has
goodness.
100 gold in it.
Wow. Well, thank you. Okay, then I'll get. If that's cool, I'll get 2.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, excellent. Okay, 2 health potions. All right. Sweet.
I'd like to
very
look
much.
around and see what magical items he has in the shop.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you are looking for?
Slippers of spider climbing.
Ooh.
Slippers of spider climbing.
Yes. They're an uncommon item.
Oh, they're just uncommon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As far let me just do a double check real quick, but I'm pretty sure they're an uncommon magical item. Or the boots of striding and springing.
Are those also uncommon?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm going for
he probably has. He probably has them both somewhere stashed away in one of the counters or one of the shelves.
I'll ask him how much each of those are.
Nothing is labeled.
Yeah.
It takes you a minute. I think uncommon. I think the max price is like 500, isn't it?
I don't know. I think so. That's what I was thinking.
Give me a second.
Koltash. How many magical items do you have equipped?
I think it's just the armor.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had anything else.
Okay.
Hey, which ones are you wanting?
Holy shit. Both if I can afford them.
Well, the slippers he's got on sale for 73.5 gold.
Okay. And the other ones?
105 gold.
Okay. While I'm looking at his boot area.
His boot, a boot.
Boot?
The boot area.
He's a boot. Does he have boots of elven kind?
Good lord,
Ooh.
man! How many fucking? You can only wear one set of shoes.
I'm buying for the crew, dude.
Yes, he. They're uncommon still, right?
Yes, I'm
Yes, he
looking
has
at.
them.
Okay, how much are those? We're about to drop some money here, y'all.
180.
Okay, all right.
Making it hail on the party.
You realize that Koltash is in full plate, so he's not going to be wearing any other boots.
Can't magic items go over his boots? Well, okay, all right.
With this set of armor, probably not.
All right, so we have three boots.
Ooh.
He's already. You're wearing a special cloak, right? No, you're not wearing a cloak.
Well, the
I don't
cloak.
know. It's part
no,
of the
but
armor.
it's the cloak is part of the armor.
Gotcha.
The only thing Hikari has is the dwarven thrower.
Actually, you don't.
Oh, is it gone now? Okay.
Because you threw it into the water.
Did I?
No,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
returns.
No.
It returns, but
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
one of the. It was one of the.
Yeah, it was a special thing.
It was one of the donated items.
Yeah.
Oh, so does my blade gone too?
Yeah.
Okay. Then. I'm go. Okay, I have a bag. That has 1,000 gold. So I'm buying some
Jesus
items.
Christ.
I'm buying some items here.
Making it hail.
Let's see. And I'm just looking at uncommon right now. Do you have a shield, Koltesh?
No, because I used two-hander.
Two-handed. Okay.
Great sword.
And it's a magic sword, right? Yeah.
Well, I have a regular great axe, or I have the magical sword that comes with. It's manifested as part of the power of the armor.
What does it do?
Cool things.
Yes.
Bright shiny
Ah.
things. It's really good against undead and
Oh.
demons.
All right.
Sweet.
So, the boots of spider climbing, the boots of elven kind, and the boots of striding and springing. I'm gonna get the if I can afford it. If the rolls say I can afford it. You can already do Scorching Ray.
Me?
Yes.
I believe so. Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's through my staff, if I remember correctly. Yes. Oh, wait, no, actually, that's Scorching Radiance. That's something different. Oh, no,
about-
I can actually just do Scorching Ray. Yes, I'm good.
What about the Cloak of Protection?
Who are you talking to?
I'm assuming Tanya.
Yeah, cloak of protection.
what?
Cloak of protection.
What's its
It's an uncommon.
It's an uncommon.
Yeah.
All right. You wanna know how much it is?
Yes.
380.
Okay. Let me math that up real quick. Plus 105 plus 180 plus 280. Okay. Yes. I can afford something that's 261.5.
You're just gonna burn all your money? All right.
Why not?
Okay.
No, I'll save that. I'll save that last bit, but I'll get these 4 items. So, and then what was the other one? It was the boots of striding. All right, so I pay him. I buy all those things. In gems. If he'll take the gems, they're gems worth 100 gold each.
Yeah, he'll take them. They can be used in some
Magic.
spell casting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll buy those 4 items. And I'm left with 261.5 in gems. So 261. Just can't have half a gem. Cool. Gems worth 261.5. Okay. I will give Claudia. I will ask, what would you like? Cloak of protection, boots of spider climbing, boots of striding, boots of elven kind. I can tell you what they do.
Okay. Yes.
Alright, so the boots of elven kind. While you wear these boots, your steps make no sound regardless of the surface you move across. You also have advantage on dexterity stealth checks. That's why I was getting those for Koltash, because he has the full plate.
Right.
Would have made sense. But I think, Nancy's character is a bard.
Yep.
Striding and springing. While you wear these boots, your walking speed becomes 30, unless your walking speed is higher and your speed isn't reduced if you are encumbered or wearing heavy armor. In addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance, though you can't jump farther than your remaining movement would allow.
Nice.
And then the Cloak of Protection gives you a +1 to your AC and saving throws while you wear the cloak. And then Spider Climb lets you climb on walls.
I think I'd like the cloak.
Okay. What would you like?
And these all do not require attunement, correct?
They do.
They do. Okay, hold on. I just need to double check something.
They require what?
Attunement?
Attunement.
Ah. Oh, okay.
You're only allowed to have 3 items attuned, Nancy.
And I get 4.
Ooh.
Whatever, dude.
Artificers, bro. Artificers. Because we're so
know,
used to
I
magic
know.
items, we get a 4th
I know.
attunement slot.
I'm just trying to double check if the bee needs it or not. You know what? That's fine. The cloak is worth it. I will take the cloak and I will just
Okay.
adjust some stuff. Okay.
Put that on your thing. I'm taking it off of my bio area.
Yep.
What about you, Recall?
How about the boots of elven kind? That sounds good.
All right. There you go.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
I will
Got him
mark
up,
that
Soul.
off mine, and you put it on your sheet. So now I have 2 boots that I can interchange as I want. I'm going to put on the boots of Spider Climb. I need to get rid of the Dagger of Venom off my thing.
Yup.
Add boots of Spider Climb. And I will put in front of it attuned. Cool. I guess we go back to see Koltesh?
Yeah. We're all done buying.
Yeah.
Good. Yep.
All right. You make your back, and with all of the little
Oh, the boots
haul that he has.
The boots of Elvenkind actually don't need attunement.
Is that true?
But the cloak does. And then Spider Climb, I think, does, yeah. I'm looking in the app right now. Yeah. So the boots of Elvenkind don't need attunement.
Sweet.
Cool, so we'll go back to the inn and I guess hang out until we need to go and meet Shady McGee.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright.
Now I get to hide on the roof. Yeah,
Here's a joke I want to make that absolutely no one will get.
should I think I'll leave Bob in the room because he would attract way too much attention.
You're wandering.
Well, you've been
And
kind
there's-
of toting him around all day anyway.
True. Yeah, I'll take him with. I'll ride him. And like stop at a grocery store and get some coconuts. If coconuts exist in this world.
Oh, I do want to get more bread. I will say that. I do need more bread.
Okay. It's easy enough to find and it's not expensive.
Do coconuts exist?
Sure.
I'm gonna make the clopping noise.
Can we not clop into the shady part of town? Basil,
guys-
please stop.
I'm assuming did you do the buying stuff before you went to bed that night, or did you do it in the morning? Because you're gonna meet the guy in the evening the next day, so you had an entire day to kill after half a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you killed a little bit of time doing your shopping, and dinner time rolls around.
I rubbed Bob until he was jet black.
Okay.
I polished Bob, just like Koltesh polished his armor. I polished Bob until he was black.
All right.
Cool.
Now have a
First we were cape buddies, now we're polish buddies.
Yeah.
Men in their polishing.
Fuck!
what are you fucking about there?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
She missed a Pokemon.
Yeah. She's probably gonna like explode when she sees it shiny.
So
No.
Who is going? Who is going to the secret flea?
Well, where Cal is.
All right.
I think everybody but Coltash.
Okay. Okay. So you guys.
Is Alistair going too?
No, he'll hang out with Coltash.
Okay. Okay. So you guys make your way to the area of town you were in the day before. And make an investigation check for me.
As
Well,
usual,
luckily,
recalls.
yeah. You guys ask around, looking for this establishment, and Claudia asks the right person the right question, and is pointed in the right direction. It is a it is an establishment off of an alley that is not clean by any means at all. I'm sure Claudia is daintily stepping around piles of refuse.
Yeah, just again, the
Mm.
force spell snapped into place. She probably looks a little insane.
Yep. It's a pretty seedy looking place. It's like a basement establishment. So you climb down some steps and enter into the secret flea. It's not like the knock and know the password type thing. You just walk in. It's very dimly lit. It doesn't smell great. There is a smell of stale beer and ale and other fermented beverages in the air.
Mm.
There are a small handful of individuals sitting at some tables. A bar across away from the door with a kind of scrawny individual working behind it. Got the wife beater looking top on. What would you guys like to do?
Sit at the bar and order a drink.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, you make your way up to the bar. A couple of the folks inside give you like weird side-eye glances because you're not the normal clientele that walks in.
Nope.
And you sit down at the bar, and the scrawny individual, I shouldn't say scrawny, but like wiry, very thin individual behind the bar takes a few moments and walks up to you three and begins wiping down the bar in front of you with a less than clean rag.
Yeah.
Yeah, what can I get for you three?
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Okay.
Whatever is cheap.
She wants a fireball.
Okay.
My mistake.
He pours 2 shots of whiskey and grabs a mug and fills it with something from a keg behind the bar and passes that to Claudia.
Uh-huh.
I down my shot.
It kind of smells like rancid milk, but it's clear.
Oh. 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 It sounds like the rice wine I had in freaking China. Oh. It tasted like rainbow
It looks
vomit.
like water, smells like rancid milk.
Bruh.
Mm.
You going
Claudia
back.
will bring it up to her lips, slightly tip it, but seal her mouth so she doesn't actually drink anything. But there's moisture on her lips when she puts the cup back down.
Yeah, that's the moisture on your lips. Not a good feeling. There's a tingle.
And then she'll wipe it away.
there's a tingle.
There's a tingle.
There's a tingle. Several
Why
moments go
nothing
by.
would have been rude.
Several moments go by. Everybody make a perception check. Nope.
No.
Basil and Recall. Sitting there for a few moments, kind of glancing around the bar, getting a feel for who's there. You notice, one individual, sitting in a darkened corner. Looks kind of well dressed. Ish. He's been glancing your way numerous times.
I think we have our person.
Claudia will slowly get up, wander over.
Well, that's my question: does Basil and Recall tell Claudia?
Oh, that's true, because Claudia is really
Yeah.
distracted by this not milk.
Yeah, Recall says so.
Yeah, I say under my breath.
Thank God. That's our contact.
Then let's head over.
I will.
Goes over.
I will head over, looking for the easiest path for Bob to kind of slink through as well.
Oh, good luck with that.
Plane crash, crash. That might be. It's just Bob.
My bad. He's
Bob's
friendly.
medium-
Just don't
he's
touch him.
He's medium-sized, right?
It's family.
Large.
Oh, he's large? He not
Well, I
with you.
think. Well, whatever size a silver dragon wormling is.
I think it's medium.
I'm looking it up right now. Medium dragon, lawful, yeah.
Okay.
Medium.
Then yeah, he made it down the stairs,
Okay.
scraping a little bit on the way down, because I'm sure he's a little bit wider than your standard human. Yeah, him getting through there is not easy. You hear that?
Nope.
He's talking to a wall, guys. It's official. Jeff is going crazy.
Again, that moment of silence brought to you by the letter Q.
Sorry, my roommate came in.
Oh, we just figured you were talking to a wall and had just gone crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
So we'll slide up next to him, I guess.
Okay. You guys take a seat next to him. He's sitting at a small round table in the corner. Now that you're close to him, this dude is pale. Like,
Never see sunlight pale.
pretty much.
Has no blood.
Oh no. Vampire magician.
This guy is, he's pale.
Vampire magician.
And as you sit down, he reaches out with skeletally thin hands and picks
You
up
alright
his
there,
drink.
Jeff?
Yeah, a
Nat?
fly flew in my face.
Yeah, I hate those
Okay.
bastards. Picks up his drink and takes a swig of it before putting it down. and in a familiar voice, "Well, you've made it, I see."
Uh-huh.
I take it you're the gentleman from yesterday. Well, at least our generosity paved a good way.
He doesn't look
The same.
the same. I mean, he's still thin. His teeth are no longer yellowed
Rotten.
and stained and rotten. His hair is well groomed.
He's had a shower.
And free of any unusual movement.
No.
He no longer reeks of urine and fecal matter.
Always good. Best people don't.
It's good that you've shown up. I was curious to know exactly what you were willing to do to bring your friend back.
What did you have in mind?
Pretty much almost anything. Almost. Within reason.
Well, there's longer reason. There's a location in the mountains to the west of here. I would very much like it if you would retrieve something for me from that location.
What might that be?
Just a bit of research.
Another corpse. Any descriptions of this item?
It won't be hard to miss. You'll be looking for Arathex's tomb. In that tomb, there's some research that I'd very much like to get my hands on.
Can I get a history check on what he just said?
Sure.
Or Arcana, whatever.
How about me too?
Appropriate.
I've got some stuff in history, so.
Artifacts.
22 in history.
And why aren't you able to get this yourself?
Let me tell them what they got for their history real quick.
Okay.
22. Arathex. Arathex used to be, as far as you have heard, a priest of some power. And his adventuring party found him dead in the region. And they believe that that he was killed by the undead creature that they were hunting.
Ew.
So they buried him with all the rites and honors of a fallen hero. With all of his possessions.
Ooh. Ooh.
And so this
Sounds
guy
nice.
wants all of this guy's possessions, or?
He just says he wants his research. So probably whatever journals he had.
Oh, his research. Okay, sorry. I thought when he was saying research, I thought he was saying, I want you to research this for me and bring it back. Okay, no, just his journal. Okay.
And why can't you do this yourself?
Well, it's a long trip, I'm old, there's a few things standing in the way.
Traps, beasts, guards, spells.
Dragons.
All of the above, minus the dragon.
Great.
Hmm.
Well, and you'll bring our friend back.
How far is this place from here?
Maybe a day's ride on horseback. I believe. Yeah, about a day's ride.
Now, if we do this for you, our friend has been dead now for a few days. Are you going to be able to bring him back
I don't foresee any issue with
before
that.
any problem? Okay.
And he'll come back the same as before.
No promises with death.
But he
Well-
will not be an undead creature.
I mean, technically,
But not a zombie or ghoul or...
technically he's dead, and then he won't be dead. So, semantics.
Important semantics.
I like it.
No, he won't be a zombie or anything of this nature.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless you want him to be. I mean,
No.
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 Nope.
No.
Alright, well... We will, get this research for you.
excellent.
And, we can find you here?
Yes, I'll be here in a few days' time.
Do you have any advice for us? Anything we need to know going in?
Don't die because I'm only agreeing to bring back one person.
Fair enough.
That's pretty fair, yeah. Anything else to add, Claudia?
No.
Then I think we'll take our leave. And see you when we get back.
Well, then I look forward to it. Also, if you would be so kind as to not open the research, that'd be lovely.
Okay.
It's old, and I don't want you to damage the pages.
It's fair.
And we'll be able to recognize it when we see it?
I'm assuming it's a journal of some sort.
Okay.
Alright. And did we get his name before? No.
Nope.
And what is your name?
The fluffy pants.
Doug Dimmadome.
Fritz Bumwaller.
Dale Dimmadome, Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome. Home of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
You
Mr.
may
Puffy
call
Pants.
me- You may call me Riskel.
Riskel.
Scowl. Alright, let me write that down.
Riskel, because he's risque.
The Scowl is
Yes, Otis, it is perfectly innocent deal with a cleric.
yeah. A
Nothing
cleric
bad
is
could
gonna be
ever
so-
come of this.
He's a cleric of the
Lars
grave.
is gonna be so mad if
He's a-
this works.
He's a cleric of the grave domain.
All right. So you agreed to get the research of our effects
Yes.
for Riskel. And I think that's probably a good place to call it because now I have to convert this 3.5 for you. I was like, I'll just convert it on the fly. I'm like, oh fuck, no, I'm not.
Oh man, I wish I'd
Thank you
gotten.
for shopping.
You're welcome. I wish I'd gotten the brooch of shielding.
But we'll go ahead and let you go back and make your way back to Koltesh and let him know exactly what happened.
Who wants to? On the way back, I'll talk to Claudia and Raquel. I'll go. So who wants to tell Koltesh about this?
What? That we have to go find the journal?
Yeah, and
will.
I mean, I think he knows we need to resurrect Samuel or we'll all be murdered, but it also means we're going against the gods, and he's pretty tight.
We're not going against his mom.
Or his other god.
He's not against Soldar either.
I guess
He does not have a god problem. I do. And we're doing it anyway.
he decided not to come with us, so I just assumed he might be having an issue with this
I
deal.
thought he didn't come with us because he's very shiny and we were told to be discreet.
Oh, true. True. He could have taken off the armor.
You want to tell Koltesh to take off the armor?
No. No, I don't know if he wears underclothes or not.
He took the armor
That's
off to go
not-
on the lake.
That could have been
Yes,
that
that
day.
was to go to get the sword of the person we're trying to resurrect so we don't die.
That could have just been that
That
day.
was a life or death mission.
That could have been the day he decided to wear underwear. I don't know.
But then you
Went
clearly know that he
commando.
has something under his armor.
Maybe because
Basil.
it's magic armor, it's softer on the inside.
Basil, you've never worn armor before, have you?
Yes, it's
I
lined.
tend to
It's
stick
lined
with
with
just
goose
that
down.
way. It's lined with fur. The dire wolf fur. It's soft,
Ooh,
Koltesh.
no, dire
Goes
rolls are bony.
commando.
soft and cozy on the inside. Bear fur.
It's like a onesie on the inside.
Yeah. For the men who don't like to wear underwear. Bear fur lined armor.
Basil, that's not how armor works.
Too bad he can't wear one of these boots. He could jump really far.
So you guys make your way back to the inn where you guys are staying. Koltesh is there with Alistair.
Oh,
Yep.
Alistair. You wouldn't happen to be attuned to magical items, would you?
I don't think he is.
No, he doesn't have any magical items.
I will hand him the boots of striding and springing.
Okay.
Sweet.
If you want to mark that down, Alicia.
Sure, I will do that as soon as I stop spinning. I wonder if that works
There's-
on PC sheets.
The drag and drop.
Mm-hmm.
So now he can move at 30 feet if he doesn't already or more. And he can jump 3 times the distance. So if he wants... The reason why I was getting him was because I thought it'd be badass if Koltash just like leapt into the battle and just came slamming down with his weapon.
Ah!
But
I'll
he
just
has
note
to
it
be-
on my sheet for now.
But he has to be wearing full plate armor that comes with boots. Too bad they just can't like slip over the boots you already wear. because they're magic and they can stretch and they just slip right over.
What can I say? I go for the coordinated ensemble.
Yeah, bright pink boots of striding and swinging. They're like water waders. They're made of rubber, so they help you bounce.
Let's see, that's not for now. And that is also not for now. Okay.
So, Koltesh, the individual who wants us, who is willing to help us with Samuel's predicament, has requested that we go to the tomb of Erethex, and procure some research.
Oh, well, that sounds pretty easy.
We're going to have to fight through a bunch of things.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
and possible traps.
And she's going to kind of gesture to Koltesh, look at Basil. I told you there wouldn't be a problem.
Is Koltesh going to ask why they thought there was going to be a problem?
No, as long as there's
Okay.
stuff to fight, he's good.
Alright. Alright. Well, it's almost 4:30, so that's where we'll call it. I'll get this
Yeah.
converted. You guys can run through a dungeon next week.
Cool.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, there's a side note. I won't actually be here next week, so somebody's welcome to a
Fuck
piece of
you.
me. I forgot about the cancer ride.
Okay. Well, it's for a good cause, so
If
that's
it's
okay.
for
Yes,
cancer.
I'm doing all 3 days. Screw off.
If it's for cancer, I guess we could.
Hey, somebody's welcome to run my sheet if you want.
Somebody will run it. I'm sure we'll get some rando off the street. You know, it'll be fine. Just, maybe there'll be a better Claudia and we'll just replace you. Like a soap opera. Like, Claudia now being played by...
We could get, if Ree is free, we could have her play.
Have her play Claudia?
Yeah.
Because it's a
And
tomb
then
and
Claudia-
there might be ghosts.
If she's playing Claudia, she has to stick with there are no ghosts though.
Right, go.
No, guys, I was wrong all along. There totally are ghosts.
Nope. I will hard delete my sheet. I would rather her burn than change.
Okay. Otis could be Claudia? I mean, sure, if you want to join us, you could be Claudia. I can't guarantee that, it'll be great. Alright, so...
Whatever you do, don't push the button. You'll know what that
Thank
means.
you guys for watching. All my tabletop RPG games are run for charity, and if you'd like to donate and buy the players something cool, or buy the DM something cool, you can scroll on the panels below and click on the panel that says donate to charity. Click here. And it'll take you over to Tiltify, and Tiltify will take your money. Unless you're in Canada. Or you're Alicia. In which case,
I think it's
Tiltify
just
will not.
because I think it's just me. I really do.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I've had at least one other person who lives in Canada donate.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, no, I think it's just me.
Yep. Just doesn't like you. You can do that. So the next 3 months we're doing Toys for Tots, which will end end of October. And then we'll start up another 2 months for November, December for something else.
Sweet.
There's also the giveaway. Paste that shit again. There is a link to the giveaway. There's a bunch of cool shit in there you can get. And there's a link to my tweet about one of the items that is in the giveaway that I just took a picture of when I received it. A nice wooden dice belt made by Cowpeeler, aka Chris. Looks pretty spiffy. The magnets work. They pull together instead of repelling, so that's a huge plus. There's some other things listed in the giveaway, and there's a few things going in the box that are not listed. That will be a surprise when you receive the box.
Mm.
And those are my announcements, and I'll be back tomorrow playing something. I'll probably play some more Lords of the Realm 2. Take on that second map, or maybe start a new campaign and take over Australia. We don't know. We'll see what happens. But tell us who you are and where we can find you online, Alicia.
Hey, I'm Energy9 on Twitch, where I live stream video games and swear a whole bunch. If I can get my stream quality back to where it needs to be, and not have it be the pixelated mess of this morning. I'm also Energy98 on Twitter, where I tweet the random thing. Sometimes it's puns, sometimes it is not. And
Speaking of
I'm
puns, oh yeah, Otis, if you play, you gotta have puns ready, man.
Oh, right. I forgot. So I was going to do this before, and I forgot, so we'll do it today. How do you keep a hat on a computer?
How?
You turn on caps lock.
Oh. Ow.
Nancy!
Again, Nancy, you can find me on Facebook. You can also find me on Twitter. Basically, playing this game right now, and that's about it.
Jeff.
Hi, yeah, you can find me here. You can find me on Twitter at monkeyface2014. Yeah, that's about it.
And Danny.
And I'm Two North and Chat. I'm Colin65 on Twitter. I've been here for this, and I'll be there for that and the other thing, and I'll be in Azeroth for the next 2 days since Battle for Azeroth launches tomorrow.
Ah.
I even took a vacation day on Tuesday.
To play, so you can get to 120.
If I can.
Nice.
Don't know that I can do that in a day, but we'll see.
Who needs sleep?
Alright. We will be back with some more Esela the Power Within next week.
Yes.
Alrighty.
And we will be back. Alicia and I will be here on Friday for Legends of the West, where we started a different system because
I can use a gun.
Yay.
Tune in for context.
Fuck Onyx Path. Anyway, view the video on demand for context on that. We will see you guys next week.
Bye, Internet.
Bye.